This NBA season in particular has been defined by the transition of who is considered to be the stars of the NBA. And with that, as the sneakerheads that we are always fascinated to see who in particular is getting signature sneakers from the big footwear brands. And one notable new signature sneaker line is the Adidas Anthony Edwards signature sneaker line. For weeks, we have been scrambling, doing everything we can to get our hands on the AE1s. It's time to find out just how bouncy are the Anthony Edwards ones. Let's get right into it. Welcome back to another episode of How High Will It Flip, where we take the footwear that you guys ask and find out just how bouncy are they. Anthony Edwards has been making headlines for all sorts of reasons this NBA season, but one in particular that sticks out to us was the release of his first signature sneaker. Now, there's been a lot of conversation around the silhouette of the sneaker, around the shape of the sneaker, the looks, the colors. I personally love them. I think the peach colorway is almost like an homage to his home state of Georgia, the Peach State. For an Adidas sneaker, I actually really like the look of this. But I will say, very heavy. That may impact the bounce, but there's only one way to find out. Before we get into the bounce review, we need to find out what are the insoles like in the AE1s. The grip of the bottom combined with the nice soft top and the fluffy, comfortable material for your wrists. I would say this would make for a really good mouse pad. But it is an insole, and I must give it a rating. Because it has the little grippies at the bottom, we're gonna give it an insole rating of 5 out of 10. It's not useless. Mouse pads are useful, right? We're just gonna shove this mouse pad right back where it came from. Click, click. And find out just how bouncy are the Adidas AE1s with just the foam insole inside. "2 feet 3 inches of bounce with just the foam insole inside." Honestly, a little higher than I was expecting for such a heavy sneaker. For those of you that are new here, this is the VKTRY Insole. It is not only the ultimate gauge of bounce for footwear, it is also the most researched insole on earth. And also worn by some of the best athletes in the world to help them run faster, jump higher, and better protect from injury. It's time to replace the mouse pad and replace it with the VKTRY carbon fiber insole. To find out just how bouncy can the AE1s really be. Nice. Well. It looks like the chunky boy Adidas sneakers are finally making their way closer to the top of the bounce board. Anthony Edwards comes waltzing in, Euro stepping in, if you will, and disrupts the whole industry maybe? 7 feet, 10 inches of bounce from the chunky boy himself. Not Anthony, the sneaker. When you factor in the 2 feet 3 inches of bounce with just the foam insole, I wouldn't say that helps or hurts anything, but I will say the 7 feet 10 inches of bounce has blown us away. And as a result, we are going to give the Young Shining Stars new signature sneaker a bounce score of 9.6. Well done, Anthony. Pretty cool looking shoe, unique. The tread is beautiful, and the bounce is where you were hoping it would be. I can only imagine if they knocked off a couple ounces where this thing would fly to. We'll leave that up to Adidas when they release the AE2 next year. That's going to do it for this episode of How High Will It Flip. This was a fun one, guys. Thank you for tuning in as always. Let us know what you want to see us review next, and guess what? We'll see you in the new year. Happy 2024.